Hello everybody, welcome to the live watch along of Sheffield United versus Sunderland in the Sky Bet Championship. Hopefully Sheffield United can go and get the 3 points today. And if you guys want to know why I want Sheffield United to win, it's due to I have family connections with both Sheffield United and Sheffield Wednesday in Sheffield, so I have family connections to both clubs in the Steel City, which is not the best thing in the world because I'm in the middle as a Sheffield fan myself, but I would hope they both win. I'm going to give you the lineups in a minute, folks.
I watched him in the Nations League in June for Bosnia, and yeah, he's been absolutely fantastic.
And a defender that goes charging forward, that'll fit him well around here, won't it, Kev?
He's certainly going to excite these fans just by watching those clips. But yeah,
Right.
His level. He looks like he'll chip in with some goals as well. So,
and the scores on the board we've got today, folks. Stoke versus Middlesbrough, Reading versus Blackburn, West Brom versus Cardiff, and in the Champions League we have Dynamo Kiev versus Benfica in the Champions League qualifiers. So get your question in the chat, like and subscribe if you are new. Let me know if you're a Sheffield United fan, or let me know if you're a Sunderland fan. And vote if you think it's going to win. Watch Sheffield United!
Will be joining us in a short while once he's finished taking his selfies with the fans. But the championship was made for nights like this. Two of the big hitters, two of the headline acts walking into the same arena. This cauldron of noise on the edge of Sheffield city centre.
Come on, United! United! I'm going to give you the lineups for both teams today. The teams for Sheffield United, Fodringham in goal. You've got Bulldog, the new guy, number 15. I'm not going to pronounce that name because I'll butcher it. He's Bosnian. Egan, Norton Davis, Norwood, Sanderberg, McTee, Njai, and Brewster. And then you look on your bench, that's the bench. And then you got the Sunderland team, which is Patterson, Gooch, Bath, O'Nien, Critkin, Neil, Embleton, Pritchard, Clark, Sims, and Stewart. I don't know if I've made any mistakes to the lineup because I had the lineup on an app and I think I might have got a lineup completely wrong. I do apologise, folks, but my app said something completely different to what I was reading. The app on here, I might not have put them on. Sorry about that, folks. But I have been trying to rush. There has been incidents around the area for me, so I haven't really been able to focus on anything. So I apologise on that behalf. I'll add them in to the list, but the game's about to kick off any moment. I'm just at the moment just sorting some stuff out. I apologise, but when I've had to do this at I think I've done this at lastminute.com, and this is only on the bottom bit for you folks. There we go, we are done.
Back into the light, back in the championship, hoping they won't be hanging around for too long. It was Alex,
and that's Sunderland team to play Sheffield United today.
For Sheffield United, they were on the edge of glory last season before it was cruelly snatched away. Now they're back for more, ready to rise again. Their spirit unbroken.
Like a going on maggots, like a bag in your world, like a bitch of stuff, like a night on a champion, a greasy chip pudding, oh Sheffield United, don't forget again, oh. Go United! Game's on the way, Sheffield United versus Sunderland.
Left League One behind. Here, they know all about leaving League One behind and just how it can be a launch pad to bigger, greater things. Sheffield United have the Premier League on their minds again.
Let's see how this goes. Hopefully this will be a good game. You just gotta pray, yo. Put your question in the chat, like, subscribe if you are new.
There's 09.
Come on, United.
Patterson being hunted down by Njai.
Let's get your questions in.
Cirkin.
Vote who you think is going to win, Sheffield United or Sunderland.
That Sheffield United backline know that they could be up against it at times tonight. And Sims is after that, but it bounces through to Fotheringham.
Well, they don't get used to that this evening because the front two, as I said, are in great form. And I like the blend. I like the fact that they're working well with each other. They've got great combination play. It's all about the midfield and defence in behind that's just forcing them high up the pitch where they've been so dangerous. They really do look a force.
Yeah, but this one behind the front two, Pritchard, they can be a trio of trouble. There's Embleton.
Come on, Sheffield. Come on, United.
Now Gooch. Faced by Lowe, setting his sights. Fotheringham is behind it.
Lyndon Gooch, you're just expecting him to just push it out of his feet and put a fantastic ball into the box. He chooses to come inside, it's a big deflection. He's Fotheringham just adjusting his feet, getting back on the line, and not comfortable save in the end.
Well, it's hopefully United have a good game, Sunderland have a good game, and hopefully it'll be a good game all round.
Sheffield United looking to play themselves out of trouble, and here's Anel Akbenhotic, who will drive forward.
Unlucky.
That right-sided centre-back role, which is nicknamed the Chris Basham role here, which tells you how well Chris Basham did in that particular role and has done.
So, at the moment it is Dynamo Kiev 0, Benfica 0, Middlesbrough 0, Stoke City 0, Reading 0, Blackburn 0, and West Brom 0, Cardiff 0.
Fantastic balls into the box, and that's just the style that Sheffield United play. Expansive, and really easy on the eye.
Yeah, Basham on the bench tonight. There's Pritchard.
Wow. Okay.
This is why Sunderland fought so hard to get back here, for nights like this, for games like this.
So far, give me your questions, like, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and let me know who you support.
And he has taken 35 points from 18 league games so far, Alex Neil, going back to last season, which is more or less 2 points a game, which is promotion form if he can maintain that. A big ask in the Championship, but it shows you just how well he has done since he walked through the doors at the Stadium of Light.
Yeah, no surprise in that with Alex has done. He's done a brilliant job, and lots of admiration for what he's done as a manager. And to come into a football club and really turn it on its head and sending them in the right direction where they should be.
Hope you're well. I'm doing well. Just ring when you're ready, mate. When everything is sorted.
John Egan. Now Wally Norwood, as usual.
Sheffield United are trying to get the play going. Go on! Go on, that's a good ball. That's a good ball. Corner! Well, the ref. 4 minutes play, 0-0.
Yeah, it really was, and as I say, they like to get the fullbacks up the pitch. It's a super kick out from John Egan. Morrington Davis getting forward, and
so guys, keep your questions coming.
It's the touch away and then results to the corner.
Well, Paul Heckingbottom wants his Sheffield United team to be more deadly from these kind of situations this season.
Come on, United. Oh, lucky.
There's Njai. Not eager for support.
If you guys are a bit late and you've not known why I do Sheffield United, why I'm doing this, it's because I have family connections with both Wednesday and United in Sheffield. As in, I've got a cousin who supports Wednesday, and I've got two uncles who both support Sheffield United. Unlucky, yes, nearly a goal for Ross Stewart there.
Sheffield
United 0, Sunderland 0.
This seems just getting that first, so just overcooking the
Goal,
passes.
first goal of the night has been scored by Stoke. And they're 1-0 up at home to Middlesbrough, folks.
Well, once again, Sheffield United looked like they were about to play up from the back, but they've gone long this time looking for Brewster.
That's the first goal of the game. First goal of the day.
Now it's Stewart. There's Pritchard, who will float out to that left-hand side for Sunderland and try and pick up pockets of space. Patterson and Chai trying to get to him. The header away by Ahmedhodzic. Illiman and Chai unable to link up with Brewster that time. Sims will try and pick up the pieces, but was beaten to the punch.
Here comes Sunderland.
Threaten again here. Clark making inroads. Got plenty to hit in the middle, including Stewart and Pritchard. And Sheffield United just about slammed the door shut. Neil Warnock has joined us. Neil, games like this are what makes the Championship, aren't they?
Absolutely, two great clubs, massive clubs, and you see tonight both trying to play the right way, and it'll be a cracking match tonight. I think I rate Stewart more than anything.
Neil Warnock's now joined commentary. Most games as the manager in English professional football history.
But I didn't quite fancy him, but I come back and I said, Stewart, get it if we can, let's get him signed. He's a good player, that lad.
26 goals last season in League One.
He looks well with Sims, doesn't he? Yeah. He looks really
So
well.
guys, keep voting, keep your questions in. Let me give me some questions, folks.
So far this season, here comes Sunderland again. He's made a bright start here. Away by John Egan. That's Norrington Davis. McAtee trying to get involved again. Those Sunderland hungry to win the ball back. Talking of hungry, how was the food in the director's lounge, all right?
Absolutely. It's the first time I've been back since I left here.
So guys,
manager, you know. So it's a bit strange, but it's nice to go back and just relax and see a lot of faces that I saw behind the scenes.
You haven't brought Paddy Kenny back with you by
No,
any chance,
I
have you?
banned him from coming tonight. I'm sure he would have turned up if I'd have let him.
If you don't know, Lee Henry.
He would have got other food, by the way.
Lee Henry and Paddy Kenny had a bit of a bust-up during their Sheffield United days here. You switched off at a few corners, didn't you, Lee?
Yeah, he told me about it myself, but it's all right. It's all worthy of it. It's all part of the game.
It's a lovely view up here, Gary. I've never been up on the stanchion up here really when I watched the game, but it's a super stadium now, isn't it?
Oh yeah, we can
When
keep
I
an eye
think
on
about
everything.
when I turned up here, it was
How do you see
falling
it
to
going this
pieces.
season with Sheffield United?
I think they've both got a chance. I mean, I like both of them. I like Sunderland.
so please put a question in the chat, folks. Let's like, subscribe if you new.
Well, Paul, with the injuries that he's had.
Here comes Sheffield United. Oh, it's a throw into Sheffield United.
Norrington Davis, who's played the last couple of games now in this left-sided centre-back role. If one outside centre-back goes forward, the other does stay back. That's the way that Paul Heckingbottom is working it here. And Chris Wilder was here. It was both outside centre-backs charging forward from that false number 5 position, as we called it in the end. And you mentioned about the injuries, Neil. That is the list.
I know, it's amazing. I mean, and he never moans. Paul just gets on with it. You know, Billy Sharp, another one tonight, isn't he? You know, it's one of those things. You need a bit of luck as a manager, but hopefully, as the season goes on, he gets his luck somewhere else.
I think last season was big for them, wasn't it? Particularly towards the back end of the season where they did lose players, key players, and I think, you know, starting this season, losing big players again. You know it is as a manager. You want your best players.
Here comes Sheffield United.
Brewster on the charge.
Oh, Riyad Brewster with a shot well over the top. Still 0-0.
Apology because he was caught there.
Yeah, I mean, they have got. When you look at this, they've got the good young lads, haven't they? Ian Brewster, I think, and I think they're both. You know,
On Dyer, I think could be a good player for United. It's just, this is just first proper full season, so we'll be able to see how it goes on.
All they need, you know what it's like when you get a goalie, you get bags of confidence, don't you?
And I think that's what Brewster does actually need, doesn't he? I think he's come here with a big fee and big expectation. It's a massive football club. I've played here myself, and I know what the fans expect. And that's all it needs, a goal, just to give him that boost of confidence. And I feel that he will throw here.
Let's go pop up quickly.
Illiman and Jai here tonight.
We will get the
as
commentary in the
well.
background.
Points down for Molly Norwood, which is unlike him. You had a chance to manage Sunderland, didn't you, Neil?
That was my biggest regret. I know I turned Chelsea down, you know, at the same time, but it was I didn't regret going to Chelsea, but I regretted going to Sunderland. Mick Jones, who's just passed away this week, he was a mad Sunderland fan, and he said, "Oh, Gaffer, it's made to measure for you." And I spoke to Bob Murray, going to get the job, and an old mate of mine, Malcolm Crosby, who I played, he was in temporary charge. So like an idiot, I said, "I don't want to do anything while he's in charge. I'll wait till you get knocked out of the cup." And they got to the final. So it was fate, wasn't it, really, that?
Yeah, 92. Beaten by Liverpool
Massive
in the FA Cup final.
Yeah, massive club.
There's Pritchard. Sims in the middle. Gets a touch on that ball, but couldn't link up with Stewart. Now it's Embleton. There's Clark. Playing in this left wing-back position again tonight. Serkin will pick up the pieces for Sunderland. Sunderland have settled well into life in the Championship so far. They do say it's one of the biggest gaps to bridge in English football, the step up from League One to the second tier.
They do, but I think the way they built last year, I thought they were already building for that, really. And they're a solid, you know, I don't see anything. I'll be surprised if they're not in the top six, me. Sunderland. One of my tips, I think they'll do well, me.
How do you see the league going this season? I mean, in particular, the sides that have come up. The likes of, come down from the Premier League, Burnley, obviously having to remodel that.
Yeah, and then Watford.
Squad.
I mean, Watford have got the squad and the numbers and the new manager, and you know, you'd expect, you know, like with these having so many injuries here, they can cater for that. The Watfords. Norwich have not started well, and I think Burnley have got to go a little bit. So I'm not sure it's going to be straightforward, as it normally is, Lee. It normally is a straightforward. The three of them all romp it, don't they?
There's John Egan. Gets it back from Ollie Norwood. Egan again, who started out at Sunderland's academy. He was released by Sunderland, ended up at Gillingham. Up against his former club tonight. That's a trademark Ollie Norwood ball, although the flag has gone up for offside against George Ball.
That's a manager's nightmare, isn't it, Lee? When somebody's wide and they're offside, you absolutely scream.
It just jumped into my head then.
Look across, you don't have to be offside. It's a nightmare for a manager, that.
Yeah, I think that's the thing, particularly when you can see the actual line there, and you're always looking across, and yes, you want to get that half a yard, but most of the defenders are on their back heels, and you've got the advance of running in behind, and I'm totally with you on that one.
Stewart rising and linking up with Sims. There's that trio linking up together again with Pritchard, but he just lost out in the end. They are two similar strikers who are working together up front for Sunderland in Ross Stewart and Ellis Sims.
So guys, put your question in the chat, like, subscribe if you are new to the channel. Sheffield United 0, Sunderland 0.
Gooch. That's Danny Bart, the organiser at the back for Sunderland. Sims getting involved again. Embleton. Touch from Clark.
Come on, United.
Pick up the pieces. Gooch is in space on this side of the pitch. Now it's Pritchard. Sunderland are looking to threaten again. Lyndon Gooch with the ball in. Great ball in. And
good save.
What a great ball in.
Good save for Trinham.
That's as good as you're going to get in the night, isn't it?
And it is in one of the other games. It is now Benfica 1, Dynamo Kiev 0.
And they stand still, don't they?
Yes.
I know.
Just delayed that run.
That's Brewster. He took a good game up here, Lee Hendry, Neil, doesn't he? Did you ever try and sign him? Was it any coincidence he came here the summer after you left?
It's his haircut I like. I've always wanted to have his haircut.
And at Reading, folks, are beating Blackburn.
Championship going again, and you look at tonight. Look at the away support. What fantastic away support you've got there, look, down there. Great colours and all, both red and white.
Yeah, the Sunderland fans and the Bramall Lane end away to our left-hand side, making plenty of noise, as they always do. That's Sims to Stewart. Lowe will pick up the baton here for Sheffield United.
Here comes Sheffield United. Oh, I messed that up.
Sheffield United just lost the impetus of the attack for now, but they're not done yet.
Oh, okay.
Involved. And no holding back from Sirkin. And the throw-in goes the way of Sunderland.
Just a sloppy ball, isn't it?
Throw into Sunderland,
It's
folks.
a good ball there. If he gets out of the way of that, he's through on goal into really.
I think the ball into, which was looking like it was going towards J. I just felt that he was a little bit too close to Brewster. He didn't know whether it was for him or obviously
right.
not getting the shot there, and where he can just let that ball run in. Jai just runs onto the ball and gets a shot off on target.
Small margins, isn't it, really?
This is breakthrough season last season, Iliman Inchai. Now back and hungry for more. That's Sirkin. This now is John Egan.
You tend to think it's a little bit like a chess game at the minute, isn't it, really? They're both seeing what others got, and a little bit of, you know, let's just go be a little bit careful. I think it'll open up though, because there's two good sides in it here. You can see both sides really confident.
Very similar in the attack and the way they're approaching the game. It's high intensity.
Something's happened there, folks.
When you're actually sat on the sidelines, do you feel that it's almost making them moves? Can you tweak little dynamics of the play?
Yeah, I think so. I think you're just looking to get the lads settled down, and then see if you can install what you've been working on all week, really. And they'll have been working on the Sunderland team, I'm sure. Stuart McCall, my old assistant, down there as well with Paul. I think that's a great signing for Paul, really. He's a really good coach.
Yeah, great character. Just saw Paul Heckenbottom talking there to Sander Berger as well, and the fear around these parts here, with the window still open, is that Sander Berger could be taken away. Difficult time for a manager?
It's a difficult time. I mean, it'll have to be a really good offer, but Paul knows if it's an offer that they can't turn down, he goes, doesn't he? But I'd like to think he could stay. He's been a super acquisition.
He's involved there as McAtee digs his heels. Ollie Norwood, McAtee again, the loaning from Manchester City, emerged with the ball twice. It's Pritchard helping out defensively for Sunderland. That's low. Now Norrington Davis. The volume increases inside Bramall Lane. Sander Berger again.
Sheffield United are on the attack. We'll just wait and see what happens, folks.
Norwood. And Chai giving chase to this. Brewster waiting in the middle. There's Baldock again. Berger once more. Right to link up with Baldock on that right-hand side. And Baldock has picked up the
okay.
Now it's Iliman and Chai. Now it's Ollie Norwood.
Oh!
It was Luke O'Nien who stood his ground, playing at centre-back, the versatile Luke O'Nien, who got in the way of that. And now here comes Sunderland. Full throttle championship action at Bramall Lane. It's Stewart with the shot.
Oh, new we go for Sunderland. New we go for Sheffield United. New we go for Sunderland.
I tried to sign him when I was at Middlesbrough, Luke and I, but his contract was up. But we could never agree figures or agents' fees, etc. He's a really versatile player. Plays anywhere, midfield, the anchor, centre, or cracking player.
They did really well there just to clear that away with the header, and then how quickly can they turn defence into attack? Sunderland and almost get themselves 1-0 up with Stewart.
Sheffield United are playing alright, but Sunderland are getting more into the game as the game progresses.
Lyndon Gooch, another versatile player, operating again at wing back tonight. Sends that cross in, and it's held by Fotheringham. Neil, when you're up here with us, you must miss being down there at the side of the pitch, mustn't you? When you see a game like this?
I'd say so, but I did enjoy my meal tonight. and a glass of white wine. So it's, you know, it has its advantage. That's a great ball.
It's Baldock giving chase.
Is that a foul?
Very lucky man.
Referee said no. That's a bit surprising.
He's a very lucky man now. The referee's got a decision to make. Be interested to see that. I think it just caused him. I'm not sure it warranted him going down, but he knows he's done him.
That is a surprise one, because I thought that was a foul.
Yeah, he just catches him on the leg there. But
I think these decisions that have just been brought into the new law is that, you know, if the physical side of things, or speaking to all the officials before the game about the little
For me,
nuances
that should have been a foul. Sheffield United.
that have gone a little bit out there,
He
but
knew what he was
sometimes
doing.
Get off and get on with things, but that one looks very, very cute to to be a penalty call, to be a singing off call.
I've got to say, I think the referees have done well this season, and you know me, I'm the biggest critic, but he knows what he's doing there. He knows he's going to just catch him. You know, he's a very lucky man there. I think if it had been later on in the game, it might have had definitely a red card there.
Gooch again with the ball in, and that goes behind for a corner.
Come on, United.
So a chance for Sunderland to put some more pressure.
Just keep putting your questions in the chat, guys. I'm subscribing you are new to the channel.
On this set piece, it's Pritchard who comes across to take it. Plenty of man-to-man marking going on just outside the box. Now they wander into the boxes. The signal is given from Alex Pritchard, who drives that ball deep. Danny Bart rises, away by Berger.
Sunderland have the ball.
There's Neil in a scrap with McAtee, and Neil comes out on top.
He's messed it up and gone into down the Sheffield United goalkeeper. Sunderland player is down, folks. Stewart's all in his face.
Of some attention here.
It might have just been caught from the corner that was played in. It's very physical in that 18-yard box. Just rose for the header. All players more than capable of making that attempt and trying to get anywhere near it. Just gets caught in between the sandwich of players.
Right, Neil, I know you have to go back shortly, but we've seen you writing poems, we've seen you on your boat. Have you retired from management completely, or is it a Tyson Fury retirement?
I don't know, I think it's a Tyson Fury, but I've right enjoyed. I'm doing some evening with, you know, that's why I'm here tonight. I'm doing one in City Hall in a couple of weeks, and I'm doing like Cardiff, Huddersfield, people that like me, you know. I'm not doing the other one, I'm not doing the Bristols and Ipswich and Portsmouth just yet. Well, I am looking forward to doing them and telling a few stories and trying to make people laugh as well at the same time, so looking forward to it.
It's been brilliant, Neil. You get back to your director's lounge. Keep the door open for us after the game.
Thank you very much.
You're going to bring us a cake up, could you, Neil?
There you go. The easiest £5 he's ever made. Really joking. As Neil Warnock leaves the scene. Ross Stewart back on his feet for Sunderland.
So hopefully it's 0-0 at the moment. 23 minutes played.
I must say, both teams are really proving that they're more than capable of having a fantastic season, and you know, you just look at the two managers and the players that are out there, you know, there's no surprise. They're really showing that identity, that energy, and it's been a super start to the game.
There's Ollie Norwood. Ross Stewart is back with us. Now Sander Berger. Ahmed Hodzic was on the outside, which means George Baldock can move further forward and infield. This is Iliman Njai.
Come on, United, shoot! Oh, you! Free kick to Sheffield United. Thank the Lord, Sheffield United have actually got something.
It's one of them, isn't it, where there's been a few little nibbles at the ankle. There's a pull there. There's all sorts going on, and then the late lunge. Yes, he does win the ball, and he's frustrated just because he doesn't get pulled up for the first initial one, which I felt that was the foul. Just the pull on the shirt and the shoulder.
Ollie Norwood directing proceedings. James McAtee standing just behind him. Who can hit them with his left foot. Sander Berger's joined the scene as well, and they're just making sure their own wall is in the right place here in front of the Sunderland wall.
It's an interesting setup.
Free kick to Sheffield United. Let's have a shot. Oh, it broke.
The Sunderland wall stood its ground. There's Berger again. So I was a little bit nervous when Neil Warnock was joining us, because I was thinking, what have we said about his teams in the recent past? But no, great to hear from him, great to see him.
He did kick me as he walked past him.
The way you had your shin pads on, there we go. He doesn't look very happy. He's just spent about 10 minutes with us, does he? As he makes his way back to the director's lounge.
What a guy he is. He is. Character of football.
A few more games going on tonight. Tom McIntyre scored for Reading against Blackburn. Jacob Brown for Stoke. Duncan Watmore for Middlesbrough. And goalless at the Hawthorns. There's Dan Neil. There was a real bright spark in Sunderland's League One promotion winning campaign. Alex
Come on, United.
The games caught up with him, which is why he took him out towards the end of last season. But he started this campaign in the Championship in excellent form. Pritchard, Stewart. That's Gooch.
I think what's really impressed me about the Sunderland side is that the intensity that the player really on the front foot.
That's the ball.
Trying to make things happen.
Sims tried to do just that. Didn't really appeal there, Alice Sims. Tried to win the ball back. There's Danny Bart. Grown from the home fans. Now Embleton.
Middlesbrough have equalised. Middlesbrough have equalised.
Work out the way he wanted to. Then Neil making that challenge on Berger.
That might be his last one as well before he ends up going in the book. Just the one beforehand on the edge of the box. He'll be treading careful because that little run, you know, feels an awful lot wrong.
And Chelsea are interested in Casemiro.
A Sunderland fan is Dan Neil. Sims holding the ball up really well and linking up with Pritchard.
It's hilarious.
Put a full stop to it. Sims will try and latch onto it as Ahmedhodzic came across on the cover.
Yeah.
That's what Alex Pritchard's all about, them little intricate passes. Great first touch, round the corner, wants it back again. He takes one for the team.
It is.
Sims almost gets away, doesn't he? That powerful run.
It's not the manager that wants him. The one who's interested in him is the owner.
Everton, who are lacking a striker at the moment, but the feeling around Goodison Park and the hierarchy there is that he's not quite ready for a regular place in the Everton team in the Premier League.
He said they look like they're going to put a bid in, a late bidding for him.
In the Championship with Sunderland, Everton's #1 target is still Armando Broja, but they're also showing an interest in Ben Brereton Diaz of Blackburn. There's Lowe. Sims is after him. Now Norrington Davis.
It sounds like Nice in France won everyone. Because you know,
Sanderberger.
Nice are interested in Brereton Diaz of Blackburn.
Trying to twist away from trouble.
Now that I can see that.
That's Egan. Low.
But if
Berger.
if Diaz goes, Blackburn are going to go downhill.
And now Ahmedhodzic, who doesn't need a second invitation to charge forward from centre back. Berger.
They're losing to Reading, who aka don't play at the Medeski.
That was packing a punch, but Patterson was right behind it.
And I tell you what, when Sheffield United get things right,
Reading Stadium's called the Select Car Leasing Stadium.
Forward. Great little intricate passing again. Brewster on the edge. He just tries to reverse that strike back to beat Patterson in goal rather than going at the near post. But it shows
It's due to sponsorship reasons.
He was just starting to show what he could do in a Sheffield United shirt.
It's due to
when he picked up that injury, which was the end of his campaign.
He did do the game live, and just beforehand I thought it was absolutely fantastic. He's got that big fee that comes. He's a young man. He's still learning his trade, and
so Blackburn are winning. Blackburn are losing, but they're playing Brereton.
He's a good run in the side. He's playing in that central role where I feel he's better rather than playing out wide, which he did do at times the season before. I do feel there's lots to come from.
This has been actually. Oh, he's off! It's got to go! Way! There we go. Daniel Neal is sent off for Sunderland.
Red cards, I really do, because
Sunderland are down to 10.
the whole aspect of the game. Dan Neal, well, he's had a couple of challenges beforehand.
I've been there twice. I've been there twice with Sheffield, and I've been there quite a lot when Neil Warnock was there with my uncle to games.
It's an easy decision for James Lennington. He has to produce the red card, which he does. Credit to Sheffield United. They're pushing hard the pitch, and McAtee's a bad touch.
Why? I don't get.
In behind, and he knows McAtee's more than capable of pushing on. But that first touch there, once you raise your hands, it's game over.
I don't get what's his intentions on just like, oh, I'm going to pull a player back when you know you're going to be through on goal. You've just done something stupid.
See from the face of Dan Neal, as soon as he made that challenge, he knew he was in trouble. He was in big trouble because he's been sent off. Sunderland down to 10. And Sheffield
Come on.
United with this free kick.
Come on, United.
Is standing
Go on, that's a ball. Oh!
And behind for a corner.
It was almost double trouble, wasn't it? James McAtee trying to pick out one of the more.
I want Wizard's celebration to be on FIFA, the one where he bows and like sits and prays.
Norwood standing over this.
Go on! Ah! 1-0, Sheffield United, Bosnian Wizard. Get in! Sheffield United 1-0 up against Sunderland. That shows what up. I am not saying his name because he's Bosnian. So what? He's Bosnian, his name is long. He's longer than Napoli's Georgian. His name is longer.
And the delivery, well, just have to question, can Patterson do better here?
We didn't.
Really was in at pace. Makes the decision.
Napoli, we signed Keylor Navas. I don't remember. We signed Sirigu, and the other one is Giovanni Simeone.
It's an easy one for him. And I tell you what, it's a start that Sheffield United will.
Oh, Ndombele, the one who used to play for Spurs.
And now Ahmedhodzic writing the headlines at Bramall Lane. Sheffield United tried to bring him in January. The deal was done.
Get in, Sheffield United.
But he kept in touch with Paul Heckingbottom and Jack Lester, his former coach at Nottingham Forest.
So my uncle will be in a happy mood.
Appreciation there for Sheffield United hitting the front, and it's a huge blow for Sunderland, down to 10, and now within minutes falling behind. But here they come with Lyndon Gooch.
I don't even see Sunderland even getting a goal now because they've now got one player less in defence.
You will just have to clear their heads here.
So there's.
Neal will make a change. Looks like Pritchard has dropped into that more defensive central role. But yes, it could be a long night. It's all about keeping composed. It's all about staying in the game.
There's Lyndon Gooch.
Come on, United.
On the outside of Lowe, who was not for moving.
There wasn't an awful lot in the game, was there? That's the thing.
But it's Sheffield United.
Periods, and Sheffield United show that they're more than capable of really going on the attack and causing problems. But the red card, well, it's massive in the game.
Well, the Sunderland bench discussing what their next move is.
I don't think you can.
Scoring from set pieces was an element of the game that Paul Heckingbottom was looking to improve on this season, attacking the ball in the box. And
I don't think you can.
Exactly that.
He did. I think if you're getting goals coming from defence through the midfield, and certainly through the front line, which I think is going to be so important for Sheffield United, particularly in that promotion push. If you've got centre forward, whether it be McBurney, Shaw,
Come on, United. If you can get a second goal before half time, that'd be good.
It's going to be massive this season.
There's the goal scorer.
Just to let you know, Dale's having a little bit of issues around Pontefract because they've in the power cut.
Just under 2 minutes between Dan Neal's red card and Sheffield United.
Yeah.
That's McAtee.
Yeah, Pontefract have got it. It's like on the. Ooh.
Which caused problems, big problems for Anthony Patterson.
It might just be that area of Pontefract might have it, not all of it.
Tell you what, it wasn't a bad
Is what he's saying.
delivery, was it? I think they just ended up overcooking it, but there's loads of problems. Patterson and goal.
I would love to see you guys try and pronunciate that guy's name, because that guy's name is unreal. Get ready when you play. Get ready when you play FIFA next. FIFA. You won't be seeing Derek Ray pronouncing that name properly.
Looking to attack this ball, it's Luka Ronaldo who's trying to stand his ground against him.
And the player who scored is Bosnian.
Stepping in.
And literally, this guy looks like he's 7 foot. 'Cause he's taller than the actual. He's taller than the ref. He's taller than the ref.
This season as well. Fired in by Ollie Norwood.
Oh.
Sims. This is Baldock.
Norwood is actually a lot better than he was in the Premier League. He's better at taking corners.
I think he was just sitting up really nicely for him, and he has scored a couple of worldies in his past.
Yeah, he's a good. He's the best player. Here we go. This is from a couple of hours ago. Sporting are interested in a deal for Man United's Cristiano Ronaldo. But yeah, if you think about it, if you got Chelsea, you've got Atletico Madrid, and you've got Sporting, which one's going to be more favouring to Sporting due to his history with him? But the other thing is, I don't. No. And apparently Tuchel doesn't want him, but actually our owner is, and if the owner says go for him, you go for him. And also that Chelsea. Yeah, that's his actual name. That's the actual his name.
Like I said, I don't think he'll want to change the front two. They have been very, very good together.
Yeah, imagine on FIFA if seeing Derek Ray pronunciate that when you play Sheffield United. That's gonna be hilarious. Yeah, he's not bad. It's the first time I've seen him play because he didn't play the last couple of games. Called Daniel Neal.
Any language you may have heard a few moments ago?
No. I can't believe a right back has scored, because that Bosnian plays as plays at right back.
Sheffield United rumbling forward again. Will get to it just ahead of Bruce.
And that's going to be hard for Sunderland, because it's Neil actually plays behind the main striker in the two, behind the striker. So now they've got a gap. So now they're going to be in trouble now with a gap. And it is now at 2-0 Benfica.
Sanderberger to his big pal George Baldock.
2-0 to Benfica.
International George Baldock, having made his debut for his country in the summer.
Yep.
Njai made his Senegal debut.
He's got a brother as Baldock.
In the summer. Baldock and Njai linking up again.
Because you got George Baldock, and then his actual brother, I think, is called Sam Baldock.
There's McAtee, stronger left foot.
Yeah, and he's also played for MK Dons.
Jack Clark pounced on him.
You'd be thinking that George Baldock, you'd be thinking he'll be playing internationally for either England, Scotland, Wales or Ireland. You were thinking that. Nope.
certainly does, and he
George
ends up over
Baldock
the
played
advertising
international
boards,
football
but
for Greece.
brilliant. This is all about Sheffield United's play.
He's Greek.
Great pick out as
Apparently he's
well.
Greek.
And it's all about the final pass, but this is the goal, and I think moments before, you've just got to reorganise, you've got to regroup, and it's on the mark in the movement.
Some
You
I
can see the
can't
back
stand.
post.
Cannot stand them.
Too easy, yes. And one less run on the pitch, but it's all about making sure you stay with runners,
Yeah.
stay with markers. And that's a little bit too easy, isn't it? When you're just a yard or so out of the goal, it's all about contact, which he gets enough of.
Oh, long. No, I was going to say long stuff because they are brothers.
Max Lowe. Sims steps across him and forced Lowe to take evasive action.
Yeah. Yep. Because you can make a decision before you actually get your first cap.
It's Pritchard. Now Gooch.
Yeah.
Sims. McAtee intervenes for the Blades.
I didn't even know that Paul Higginbottom used to be a part of Ponty
The other point that you have to
back in the day.
clearly get out to the players that they keep playing for, they keep doing what they're doing, and
So a little bit you would have a
extra man in
for
midfield.
anyone who supports him would have a little bit of a soft spot, and hoping he does well because of his connections.
You just feel that the
And he
longer the
actually is a
game goes
decent
on at
manager.
1-0, Sunderland will feel that they'll have half a chance if they stay in this formation.
He's been happy with the start that Sheffield United have made to the season. Paul Heckingbottom not
Yeah.
satisfied, but happy enough. Feels though there is
Yeah.
plenty more to come, and they will deliver as the season goes on. Ollie Norwood trying to deliver that ball into the path of Baldock.
When you look at games, and particularly when we're fortunate enough to do these games, it's
You know
great when
that
you
Sheffield
see a
United have got
United
two
game on
Man
your-
City youngsters on
the
loan.
rotor, because I know what to expect. There's all sorts of fun. I tell you what, I just love the fact that Paul Heck.
Yeah, they've got a player called.
And he's really given that hope and belief
Yeah, they got.
that they can get in the Premier
Yeah.
League, and I feel that they will be.
They got a
certainly
player
amongst
called
it this season.
McTeeth, and they've also got Doyle, Thomas Doyle on
Pritchard.
loan.
There's Clark. Now Hamilton. Pritchard again. Clark once more. Stewart waiting in the middle, away by Norrington Davis. The flag is up.
Yeah,
Those two
You-
strikers, as we heard Captain
Yeah.
Chris mention earlier on, are never too far away from each other. Ross Stewart and Ellis Sims.
Well, the work ethic certainly there between
yeah.
the two.
Since England won the Euros, they've literally every player's nearly been everywhere and everywhere on TV.
Head Stewart, fantastic player. Ellis Sims still learning his
One of
trade.
them's even
I do feel it's all about this
one of
evening,
them's
is
even
that
appeared
you
in
get the ball into
an episode
Martin
on
Gooch and
of a
Jack
soap.
Clark. It's all about getting good delivery in there, and I feel that they'll every chance of
Yeah.
getting back on
Yeah,
level
'cause-
terms.
Ahmed Hodzic. Foraging again.
No, I would have said that, but I would have done it by actually holding some cereal.
Berger again. Norrington Davis. Sunderland try and keep their shape and stay compact here. McAtee floating around the pitch.
Man United women.
Gooch's clutches, which he did. There's Baldock.
I don't know about Chelsea women because Chelsea's women are going to America.
For another Sheffield United corner.
That's brilliant play as well from James McAtee. Coming into the
Tenth-
side, showing that energy.
10th of September.
Good ball into the box, and then coming out to George Baldock again, just trying to carve that half a yard, and brilliant defending.
Because they're allowing whoever wins it, if they're a part of the Super League, to have a break.
On his first league start is James McAtee. Plenty of movement inside the box as that is arrowed in, and it bounces beyond everybody.
Certain games on BT. No, most games now are all on Sky.
But they didn't leave anyone free there as Sheffield United danced their way inside the box.
Yeah, it was good delivery into the box.
Yeah, they got some with BBC, but most of the time they're on Sky. You get the odd game.
Egan, he tries his best to keep it in.
We've got 3 additional minutes at the end of the first
Yeah,
half.
Chelsea's women start their season on the 11th of September. Yep, and we're at home to West Ham at Stamford Bridge. You're playing the team that Spurs that Sean doesn't like Spurs, and you're playing them, yeah. You know, and you're playing them at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Against Queen's Park Rangers on Saturday. Goalkeeper Senny Dieng's brilliant header snatching a point for Rangers at the end, although Sunderland did almost win it after that. But in
No, that Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
But after getting over the initial disappointment of seeing 3 points become one, they focused on how well they played, and Sunderland did play
And
well
Arsenal
at the weekend.
are playing Man City at the Academy Stadium. That's the only thing with Man City. They hardly will let their women's team play at the Etihad.
As I said, I just feel this time round in the Championship, it's so wide
Yeah, except
open
that
for
Chelsea.
someone to really grasp it and get momentum. You do look at the sides that are playing well, and yes, it's
Yeah,
early
but you
on
know
in
what's
the
weird?
season, but
Most of the
to gain that momentum early on. there's every chance
yeah,
to get
most of the
thereabouts.
teams in the WSL have their own ground.
Pritchard, Sims, there's Hamilton. Pirouette away from trouble.
But the only problem is, what happens if there's fixture congestions and the men's and the women's teams are both scheduled to be at home?
Sims again.
Then what would you do?
There's Gooch. Stewart's waiting in the middle, but it goes beyond him and into the hands of Fotheringham.
I tell you what, they've responded well from the sending off and the goal. I must say
That's going to be a good game, Man City versus Arsenal.
Overloaded in areas which makes you think that they have
That's going to be some.
that organisation.
Two of the best. It's Arsenal and Chelsea actually.
Sunderland are playing now.
You've got Sims who's dropping in, and it's
What?
not Sims, it's Stewart that's going to do that role. So like trying to get the fullbacks high up the pitch and Gucci.
Yeah, we're playing Leeds. I don't want to lose to
Again,
Leeds.
it's all about getting into the box, choosing them runs.
Yeah.
McAtee.
Oh, Chelsea play West Ham, Liverpool, and then Man City in the first 3 games.
And Pritchard stands his ground that time. Sunderland on the ropes but staying on their feet. But Sheffield United have the lead at the break. Anel Akmanhodzic.
Half time. Sheffield United 1, Sunderland 0. Thank you, Daniel Neal.
Dan Neal have been shown a straight red for bringing down James McAtee. Just under 2 minutes between both incidents at the break at Bramall Lane. It's Sheffield United 1, Sunderland 0.
Their teams are not that bad. Not a bad side.
Screwfix Sprint sponsors Sky Sports coverage of the EFL.
Yeah, Sheffield United at the moment have got nearly a full squad of injuries out. They've only got 11 players out injured. But one of yeah. The latest injury for Sheffield United is Billy Sharp. Wait. Here we go. I'm glad that this person's been yeah. Yeah. I bet we're all going to be in agreement of this. An Everton fan has been banned for sexually assaulting a woman. Yeah, he's issued a lengthy stadium ban to a fan who sexually harassed a woman during the home game against Chelsea the other week. That's just it's what I found out in games, that a lot of women are not going to games due to that fact that they get abused or something like that happens. Yeah, because Graham Souness has been saying something. Yeah, because he has the right to say it. Because women might say it's a women's game for the women's football. Because he's like, oh, yeah. Oh, it says here, Ronaldo's handed a caution over the fan phone incident. I think that's what I said to Dale earlier. I think it's fair because but the difference was, you got to think, you shouldn't have the phone out that far anyway, because the players are going to knock into it anyway. You don't see other fans doing it. Phone. Yeah, but you also got yeah. That's just fine. I'll just text and just see how you are. You would do it. You would do it where whoever you are with. You would all have rules wherever you are. Yeah. I'll only be watching that if Hearts win. If Hearts get through, because then I'll have actually an interest in it. Yeah, they're playing FC Zurich, which I think they'll win. Yeah, it was good. Yeah. That's why this one, because for this one we don't, because he had it, because he asked. Oh my god, this is getting annoying. Here we go. Are you getting sick of this? Coventry has called off Huddersfield Town game at home. Their pitch is unsafe. The pitch is unsafe, and that's due to the fact that the Commonwealth Games that's happened in Birmingham were playing their rugby matches at the home of Coventry. Coventry. Yep, and they haven't had time to sort the pitch out. Yeah. But they're saying it's not Coventry's fault because they're not the actual owners. The decision comes under Wasps. It says yeah because they were based in London. As soon as they left London, they took the London out of the name. Yeah, because it does say here they are starting work on the pitch at Wasps' own stadium because it's owned by London. It's owned by the rugby club, not the football club. But Wasps, yeah, they have, but they're saying that there's nothing they can do if a Commonwealth Games has played so close to the start of the season. It's not their fault if the Commonwealth have picked that ground. Why? Yeah, but yeah. Except we're not always lucky as with Chelsea, or we can stop a Super League from happening by Chelsea doing it. But we had luck on our side for that one. They're saying here that they're willing to try and get the pitch ready for the end of the month for their home game against Preston. Yeah, but they've also said here that the City have issued a statement to say that their work will cost a six-figure sum to put right. And the key issue is, and that's what City have put as a statement. That's Coventry, and the key issue who will foot the bill at their rent home, which was bought by Premiership rugby side Wasps, with our Coventry City Council. So basically, the ones who should be paying for it and should be paying that six-figure sum should be Wasps because they're the actual official owners. But the good thing about Wasps is they have come out and apologised for what has happened, saying they didn't know anything about it because they're on their break from their season anyway. They're not even near starting their season, so. And their last game for Wasps being there was in May. So Wasps are not in the wrong and Coventry are not in the wrong. The ones who are in the wrong is the council for selecting their stadium to be played during the Commonwealth Games, and that's it, I think. And I do feel sorry for them. And and they've also, and you know what's even more annoying? The EFL are considering moving the fixture to Huddersfield. No, but the difference is, it then means that it would then be an away fixture instead, so they would swap the fixtures around. So it means that the Coventry home game would then be an away game, and then the one that should have been a home game for Huddersfield would then be an away game for them. Just swap it. This is getting annoying. Every time I've checked on here, it's all been called off, and it's annoying for them. And you know what makes it even worse? Something else. Nice. Wing on. Right. Oh, talking of AEW, we saw Lionheart Chris Jericho. Amazing. He's got the last surviving member of the Heart Dungeon. Oh my, oh. Oh, do you know what? Oh, yeah. But it took too long.
Now you can see him in the flesh. I think he's waving to himself there, Neil Warnock, and quite rightly so. A living legend in this part of Sheffield.
And you know what?
Big
Yeah.
smile at half-time. Will that still be there at the end of the game?
And what? A lot. They're wanting a lot. Oh my god, I never thought I'd be hearing this. Brandy Rose to make an in-ring return to WWE. What? That would be annoying.
Well, you know, the pressure's off. Just you probably is a free hit, but they just got to be disciplined. You don't want to go and end up losing 2-3, 4-0 because goal difference can make a difference at the end of the season. So just be disciplined. Let Sheffield United come onto you, and then try and pick them off. As again, he hasn't made no changes, so he's staying positive. Might have to use his bench, but just be disciplined. And when you get your chance, you've got to take it.
You know, Phil, let me hand you back to your coverage. You seem to say three's a crowd. Back to the dynamic duo. Lee Hendry, Gary Weaver.
Yes, thank you, Davis. Well, Sheffield United have had to rise again after their promotion dream was ripped away from them at Nottingham Forest back in May. After that heartbreak, they met back here at Bramall Lane, had a few tricks at the ground, chalked it through. The players and coaching staff
What a girl, not my girl.
putting it behind them and
What a song that is, Creasy Chip Butty.
have moved on. Moved into the lead here before the break.
Oh yeah, were you on the call with it with the others? Yes.
In the second half, a reminder Sunderland are down to 10.
Second half underway. Sheffield United 1, Sunderland 0.
Baldock is on the outside. Pritchard again.
Sunderland are losing 1-0.
Defensively.
And I'm just looking at obviously the side, it's still set up the way it was, the way they finished.
And are down to 10 men.
Would you say it's brave or just continue doing what you're doing and they have to try and get back into
Come
this
on.
game, but you're not going to throw all your
Come on, United.
and end up coming away with a real poor result. But they really
Wow.
stepped up well, so, yes,
Wow,
I
is everything working?
do think they've started on the front foot. Sunderland, I think they'll continue to do so.
Come on, United. Get a second and it's game over for Sunderland.
Ollie Norwood. Ahmed Hodzic. Norwood again.
Oh, this is good football. Oh, that's football. That is best. Oh! 2-0. Game over. That like that.
To finish things off. A real work of
Jamal Lowe.
beauty from the
Or Maxwell. Because you got Maxwell and then you got Jamal Lowe
When it comes
in the championship, so it gets very confusing.
absolutely beautiful to watch, it really is.
But it's Maxwell. It's 2-0.
Yes, Sunderland down to
That shows what happens when one of your midfielders gets sent off.
just having that little shout to Berger, letting it run through his legs, and it's all about the pick out. And that's Maxwell, that's your left wing back that finds himself in an area coming into. And I'll tell you what, they're queuing up in the box. It's a brilliant, well-worked goal from That midfield area,
Here we go.
composure, brilliant.
Here we go. Hello, James. How are you? Big on. Ah, here we go. If Sunderland win, you might want to drink a new raw egg smoothie and also do the ice bucket challenge. I'm not that thick. Said no VAR. Thank God to Anthony. Oh, this guy's a twat. He goes, no VAR. Thank goodness, no Anthony Taylor. But you can't even spell his name right. Jokes aside, I am disappointed to see how the Coventry City pitch is looking. Things need to be sorted out. AKA Grantham Town is shite.
Beautifully constructed by Sheffield United.
Grantham Town shite, who won a game against a very shit team, when you're still actually below, I think actually still below Pontefract, so you can't really talk. Grantham Town are 5th, Pontefract are 3rd.
There's plenty of space for him to go and be a part of that forward line, which he was instrumental in that second goal, but really good play.
Alex Neil and Sunderland with major problems here.
So is everything working?
That's Norrington Davis to Lowe.
Wow, still not working. Because weirdly, I was talking to Rushy and he's saying that I'm in Pontefract and I've got no issues.
Baldock. Sanderberger.
Oh, because he was wondering, because he was thinking that I was meaning the whole place when I said it's just where he lives. And then he went, oh, okay.
It's now Sanderberger trying to get the whip with the outside of his right boot, but he was unable to pull it off.
It could just be.
Again, isn't he? Hodzic, he's everywhere. And he's meant to be the centre half. One of the three of them finds himself in that advanced area. They can't deal with the clearance. It's just a swipe away. Sanderberger tries to tee himself up. You can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to get the purchase with the outside of the boot.
So that.
Too clean.
So how are you gonna get it?
Well, Jack Lester was Anel
Yeah.
coach at Nottingham Forest when he was there for 3 years.
Legend, nothing but a legend.
And Jack Lester, a big reason as to why Anel Akbenhodzic made the move here to Bramall Lane in the summer. Those are mentioned. They had the deal in place in January.
AKA Jack Lester now works for Sheffield United, Chesterfield legend.
From Malmö to Bordeaux.
He certainly can prove that he can get forward. And doesn't he, for Sheffield United? He can drive forward.
Not Sheffield United, but the legend, Chesterfield legend, he's now in his coaching career. He's now at a coaching, I think he's an assistant with Paul Higginbottom. And Jack Lester for Chesterfield, he's regarded as like, I don't put him in the same bracket, but it's like what you think the best players in the Premier League. He's like regarded as that for scoring goals for one team. It's like that. He's literally he's like a player that he's welcome any time for what he's done, but he's and he came as manager and couldn't keep us up. No, he said he wasn't cut out for being a manager, so he just stick to being a coach. Because it just wasn't working out whatever he was doing. Oh, nearly 3-0. So it looks like you might not get any electricity till tomorrow.
It's about delivery, the movement in the box.
Okay.
Egan does really, just a little bit disappointed. He didn't do better. Probably reaching a little bit at it, but get contact towards goal.
You can recommend where you've been. I always can remember one Pacific place because you and Aiden always keep mentioning it. You always mention this to me about, but you always talk about it. It's a place called Rogers. Yeah, but that's the one that I heard quite a lot.
advantage.
You can definitely tell where they're from with that name.
That's Norwood. Now Norrington Davis.
You can definitely, you can definitely. Sometimes you can tell where the owners are from by how they've called the name of the actual establishment.
Australian centre back. As Berger feeds that through.
Because it sounds Middle Eastern, which is actually cool. Because you don't, because a lot of the time you see you don't see a lot. Yeah. It sounds.
He's been brilliant, hasn't he?
Because it sounds Turkish, or it sounds a bit more like in that region. For that's not far. I was not far if I said Middle East, but I should have gone a little bit further up in the world.
Well, it's a triple change here from Alex Neil.
Yeah.
Ellis Sims has made way. Jay Matete is coming on, as is Bailey Wright, as is
Yeah.
Hume, and Alex Pritchard not too impressed that his number is up.
Yep. How annoying is that Coventry have now called another game off.
Personal disappointment behind him. He has dug his heels in defensively, Alex Pritchard, since the sending off of Dan.
Onside pitch again.
Now his game is over.
They've yet to actually play a game at home because their pitch is unsafe to play on, and it said it could injure some of their players.
Withdrawn as well here. So Pritchard, Sims,
And they've been told by the council that it looks like they could have it might be a six-figure sum for them to get it back to being safe.
second goal going in, just maybe the signal for Alex Neil to change things around now.
Yeah, he did feel that second goal just turns it completely, doesn't it? I said the longer he can stay in the game when it's 1-0, I feel that we have half a chance of maybe going and getting an equaliser and then being more defensive, and that's why I like that he did.
Oh, what's that for a stupid pass? You are a prick. You are a prick. No, you are a cunt. You haven't made that pass. You're a cunt. 2-1 to Sunderland. Got one goal back. 2-1. One silly, stupid pass, and he didn't even look where he was doing. Egan did not look where he was passing.
Just watch the energy of where he comes from.
And it is. The goal scorer is, oh God, it's Lyndon Gooch.
He's the only option, and the pick out from Stuart's brilliant, but the composure, the finish, it is top class. It really is. Winning the ball back in midfield, showing that energy.
Lyndon Gooch.
I want some salt and vinegar on that chip because it's a super finish.
And also, yeah, because I was thinking to myself, why did you make that pass? He did not look. He literally, the Sheffield United player was on the other side of the Sunderland player. He could have easily just passed it around him. But he decided, oh, I'm just going to pass it through the Sunderland player.
Excellent goal.
Just one stupid pass has then caused all that. But what also makes it stupid, why did the goalkeeper came literally out of the penalty area entirely? He came out of his penalty area to widen the gap, and it made it worse because the player was able to chip him. So basically, the defender's at fault and the keeper's at fault because he had no need to come out. He should have just stayed in his goal and just widened the gap there by spreading his arms out wide and just try and block it. And this guy is supposedly experienced. He played for freaking Rangers. He played for Rangers. And you can't do that in the Championship, which is the second best league in England. You absolute twat.
Of midfield for Sunderland.
I just can't. And this is another club I can't stand is Sunderland. They all think they're the best team on sliced bread. Sliced bread, like they just think they're better than everyone else. When really they're not, because the better teams than you are the ones that have come down from the Premier League.
To be flown down by helicopter for the League One playoff final at Wembley after falling ill in the week, so they kept him separate from the group. Made his way down by helicopter for what was a day of triumph, finally for Sunderland in the playoffs back in May.
Absolute.
Circuit.
It can't be ace, and I also got to say,
Stewart hits the deck and gets the
and kids, do not listen to language that is on here, kids.
game has changed.
If there's any kids watching this, because I have different age groups watching, so if I do swear, I apologise. But you got to think, football, you are going to say stuff that comes out of your mouth. But on YouTube, swearing's actually alright, because I've seen a couple of streamers who say that, who do football themselves.
They're having so much possession, Sheffield United, as you can see.
Yeah, that's what I say. But
The opportunities to get shots off, but
what?
as you can see there, an attempt to really get forward and get.
Yeah, but the other thing is, the only thing that YouTube takes seriously is if it's something racial or offensive.
It's the lower end of the Bramall Lane stand. Making a noise here. Those who travel down from Wearside.
Yeah, he couldn't pass the ball for shite. See if any of the result, and
Loses man in the middle.
it is now Middlesbrough 2, Stoke 1. And it's, oh my God, it's nearly 2-2.
Well, they're key moments in the game when you get set pieces, corners.
And that would have been Ross Stewart. I can't stand him either.
The box, which is all right.
And,
There's a claim that there's a on the shoulder. I don't see an awful lot wrong.
no, and, here we go. This is what's surprising me. It's Blackburn Rovers 0, Reading 2.
That decision's given.
Reading,
Brilliant response from Sunderland. Really has.
Reading are 2-0 up against Blackburn. 2-0 up against fucking Blackburn, you fuck!
Still tried to play in the right manner.
Yes, that's what's surprising me. That's why I got a bit annoyed, because I'm thinking, how on earth can you go and play well one day and then you decide, oh, against Reading we'll give them a win?
Now Sanderberger.
And thank the Lord, it is. Solihull Moors 1, York City 1.
Paul Heckingbottom and Stuart McCall and co. The release clause is around about £35 million.
Benfica are 2-0 up against Dynamo Kiev.
That's basically what they paid for him. May seal any kind of deal, but Sheffield United are hoping that kind of.
West Brom a 0-0. And
John Egan.
And in the interest of transfers, Chelsea are interested in Casemiro.
Ruffled the feathers of Sheffield United. One of the big players just to get on the ball. Likes of Norwood, who dictates in that midfield area.
And what makes it even worse, Chelsea are thinking of loaning Pulisic out to Manchester United.
There's Danny Bart. Lyndon Gooch with the touch.
But apparently Man United don't want him.
To the path of Stewart. Norwood. Norrington Davis. There's Max.
No.
Norrington Davis. Ball
You can't say anything after the last one, after the last time.
being fouled. Second.
Because last time you said something, it actually happened.
You can see George Baldock just in acres of space on his right side, and it's picking.
Oh, what was it? I don't know what game was it? Because it was one of the games I did. You said it, and they actually went on and scored.
Pass a little bit. Excellent defending.
No, I don't think it was.
Being prepared by Sheffield United as the corner is taken. Norrington Davis was closing in.
I'm trying to figure it out. That's why I'm trying to have a look. Trying to figure it out.
That's Bailey Wright.
Ah!
Hodzic got to him.
It was Hellas Verona when you said Lasagna is going to score, and what does he do? He goes and scores.
Cadra, who had his moments with Blackburn Rovers last season on loan there from Brighton, on loan here from Brighton. He really showed it well in the games against Sheffield United. He is ready, as is. Circuit. Plenty of space to gallop
Come on United. Don't let Sunderland get a second. It'll be embarrassment.
Looking at the heart of Sheffield United. Matete spinning away from McAtee. Matete blocked by Egan. Now 09. Lyndon Gooch over the head of Stewart. Baldock having to take.
Come on, keep defending.
Clark will settle for the throw.
The evidence of the last 5 to 10 minutes or so. Sunderland are
Go up.
really asking the question. I'm so impressed.
Oh, God.
Always
Why are you bringing on McPerney? The guy is slow as a freaking snail.
asking the question.
Oliver Perry is ready for action 2 for Sheffield United.
He's slow. He's slow.
Hodzic, that's normal.
Except he can't run quick and he's slow. He's literally slow to react. That's his problem. He does it for Scotland. He's slow to react. That's his only issue he's got. If he doesn't do that, he's actually decent.
I want to see the challenge from Luke O'Neill, because this furious, he reckons that he has won the ball, and that's why he's
Won the ball. Bollocks. No, you didn't win the ball. You went through the player, shove it, eat it, and accept your yellow card.
real nasty one, I'll tell you what.
Accept. Yeah, and also, you should be sent off because you actually went in dangerously. And, funnily enough, it was a very similar challenge to Kai Havertz had at the weekend. And what happens there? They get the free kick for it. The home team does, but when we do it, we don't get given it. Because the Premier League, every freaking referee hates such team in blue. Well done, refereeing cunts.
Took this hit. Pretty sharp, you know, out injured right now.
So how can one challenge in the Premier League by professionals who know what they're actually doing can literally not be given, but you have to go down the league for the same challenge to happen for it to be given? Alright then, okay, Chelsea, we'll drop down to the Championship, so that means everything can go our way for a change. Because it looks like that's the only way we're going to get anything by referees these days. And that's not me being disrespectful, it's just it's annoying to see the similar challenge in another league be actually given in favour when you does it in like the best league in the world and it never gets given. It just shows the refereeing is shite.
This just shows the strength and depth.
I hope you guys understand that and if any of that makes any sense.
Even more quality. Certain players are getting tired, they've worked hard.
I hope it makes sense.
Is back on his feet and back on the pitch.
Because that challenge was a disgraceful, disgusting, the player should be off, and that guy should have to apologise because you nearly ended him there. You nearly went through him like he was a cracker.
Since then I've scored 2, but Sunderland have hit back thanks to a chip from Lyndon Gooch. Sheffield United's second goal was a real work of art, finished off by Max Lowe. Davis with a chance to venture forward.
So are you like the only house to have a power cut?
Venturing forward once more, delivering the cross. Patterson gets to it. This is Sanderberger. fed it through. That was the
Oh, why do that? And you're the best player on the pitch.
Hotic, but that time it doesn't come off.
Yeah, I just felt he should have maybe taken the shot on himself, and he's capable of scoring goals, and he showed that. I just feel when this ends up being cleared away, I had the touch there, go and meet that first time, greet it, hit it first time, it's coming through a crowd of players.
He's certainly been amongst the goals since Paul Heckingbottom took over and moved him further forward up the pitch, so he could be a threat. 7 goals in his last 18 games.
Messenger.
Norrington Davis. There's Njai. Going to try and keep the blades on the front foot. Very direct player and looking for someone inside the box, but it was flooded with Sunderland shirts and Serkin got to it.
And he certainly got the afterburners on there, didn't he, Cadra? Showed he's capable of being direct and utilising that pace. It's all about someone arriving late on the scene and just maybe able to sit back in that defensive
Roman, no, but no one can beat him.
late on the scene where he possibly could have had a chance at goal there.
No one can beat him.
Reda Kadra, former Borussia Dortmund youngster, on loan here from Brighton. As Hotic steps in. Now Sander Berger saw the gap and went for it.
Go on. Go on. Oh. Oh. Have you hit the post?
He looked unstoppable there, Sander Berger.
Well, he really does, because he's got that powerful run about him.
Oh.
Just taking 2-3 players out of the game, and that's what I'm talking about. If he's direct and positive, like that time there, yes.
Oh.
Obviously, it helps its way towards goal and off the inside of the post, but you don't
Oh, have you hit the post?
he's capable of doing so.
Norwood's corner, away by Stewart.
How have you hit the post?
That's low, back to Norwood again. Dealt with by Bailey Wright.
Oh my days.
Looking to rise up again.
And the personal change on the pitch.
He's still Dale is still without power.
A little bit more energy in the front line. Just allow Sheffield United to play hard.
It's saying it's just mostly on this road, so it's basically that street.
Sander Berger once again, it's the right hand side of Sheffield United, which is looking to threaten again, and that triangle of Baldock and Berger.
Because he's still got enough on his phone. But he didn't think it would take this long. Come on.
Just on the vicinity, he's everywhere. Sitting on that left side, he's in more central advance role this time.
Are there 3 of them on the pitch?
It feels like it.
Been everywhere. He's looking to threaten again here. Anel Akbederhodzic.
Go on.
Swinging corner.
Yeah, I'm alright.
Again, he was there threatening.
He must have had the most touches in the game.
I told Rushy that he was wondering how it was taking so long. I just said to him, it's just on your street.
Defending from Bailey Wright, just not allowing him to have it his own way. He's been fantastic this evening, I must say.
And that's weird, because usually in some places, if it's just one street, then it would be the whole town would be down.
Lift on that corner from Ollie Norwood. And even he was crashing in that time. This is Baldock. Sander Berger, Natete in the way. Now it's Stewart. There's Clark as someone trying to get the
So it could be a chance that you might have to wait until tomorrow if they can't do it soon.
Well, I tell you what.
Yeah.
Them situations, and I've been in them positions where you've been down to 10 men. I tell you what, you just don't want to fire a ball into space where you're allows Sheffield United or your opponents.
Come on, Sheffield United.
At times it does have to go, particularly when there's a real big overload. And that's what's caused a free kick to occur. And another yellow card.
Ollie Norwood, who is spotting this up, joined now by John Fleck. Lifted in by Ollie Norwood, and a foul committed by Akbenhodzic. Free kick to Sunderland as Ollie McBurney.
Yeah, I bet they're not going to be happy at the Wetherspoons because all their drinks will be going, will not be able to be poured.
He's looking to fire in front of goal again, and he replaces Ilaman Njai. You see some nice touches from him again tonight, which is why the Bramall Lane crowd are rising.
Or then you got Morrison's,
Off the pitch.
He's a very good player,
and that's actually.
I love his energy through the central line, and when he gets into wide areas.
When you said the street, I thought it would be affected because it's still on the same street.
McBurney did have a conversation with Paul Heckingbottom. He said he's looked bright, sharp, and lively. He's got put
Come on, do not let Sunderland back in it. Do not let Sunderland.
Jack Clark has kept
Oh yeah.
play. Serkin's cross, tempting Fotheringham off his line.
Wow. Well, so you have to keep the door open.
Well, McBurney says he hasn't lost faith in his goal-scoring ability.
Yeah.
Just feels he needs to run the games. He's been hit by injury and illness and what's been a difficult 18 months or so. Here is McBurney. Baldock.
Come on, United! 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 United!
Cadro retrieves the situation. It's a bundle of energy and tricks his Rema Cadro.
See what the scores are at the moment, see if anything's changed. Nope, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed.
Which is why you may remember that Tony Mowbray always had him on the dugout side of the ground, so he could stay in his ear. Where's Sander Berger? Katra.
Come on, United. Shoot! Oh!
And that is straight down the throat of Patterson.
It's well worked, it's patient approach. Look where it comes from. This byline here, little flick over. Berger is brilliant into Cadra. All the way across, Norwood flick.
Because at one point he passed and I thought, you got the space, you could have had a shot. No thanks.
Barry Bart in need of some attention here. He's having away with Reddy Cadra. Who's thinking, oh, not again. Tony Mowbray used to do exactly that, as we mentioned last season, but Sheffield United's budget this time around is less than last season, and Paul Heckingbottom's okay with that. He just wanted to know what he had to work with as he looked to bring new players in here this season. There have been more wage cuts across the squad because they failed to win promotion last season.
Oh, here we go. Another score to change. It is Reading 3, Blackburn 0.
What he said about the strength of the bench, bringing what they brought on this evening, and yes, bedding players in. And you've still got the likes of Tommy Doyle.
Yeah, but it's only one defeat. And, in some news, Sir Jim Ratcliffe wants to buy Manchester United from the Glazers.
And I do feel, as I said, maybe amongst the promotion race.
And the one they missed out on was Tom Lawrence. He was set to sign here after leaving Derby. The deal was in place, but then Rangers and the chance of Champions League football came calling, and Tom Lawrence...
And, just as that has happened, in the 90th minute, Stoke have equalised.
Still in this.
Yep, Stoke have equalised through White Phillips. Through DeMargo Wright Phillips. And that's 91.
On Friday, we're off to Carrow Road, Norwich against Millwall, 7:30, Sky Sports Football. Millwall almost reached the playoffs last season. And then on Sunday, the seven-side derby, Bristol City, Cardiff City, 11:30, Sky Sports Football.
Now they're starting to do knocking.
Watched by Bailey Wright.
Come on, United, get another goal, please.
Ahmed Hodzic.
Wee bins.
There's Fleck. Sanderberger.
Just move them out of the way.
Low. The Blades tiptoeing forward again. John Fleck. Now Stewart needing to protect the ball, and he protected it well. That's 09.
Come on, do not let Sunderland get an equaliser. They've been shite all game.
Serkin's gone for the return. Clark instead picks out Luke 09.
Good challenge. That's not a free kick, ref. He's on his feet because he's an absolute wimp. He needs to go on the weights.
It's a challenge that really unnecessary, don't need to be made. Serkin's just going towards the line. You just need to just usher him away. He's going nowhere. And now it just gives Sunderland an opportunity to bring bodies up the pitch and then a dangerous ball into the box.
Keeping a hold of his own man, Bailey Wright there. All in the plan. Clark with the delivery.
Get rid.
Forward doing the defending. That's Serkin.
Get rid.
Egan in the way. Berger with a chance to drive Sheffield United forward here.
Go on.
Giving chase with
Oh, you shitty ass keeper.
manages to sweep up.
That's a foul, ref. Thank you very much. Someone's nuts.
Reading now 3-0 up against Blackburn. Where the leaders coming into this, Junior Hoylett and Lucas Shaw scoring for Reading, owing to Tom Mack.
Who's a Nottingham Cranny get to what I would say get.
And Cardiff City.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who's the Nottingham Cranny get? Nah.
Sheffield United looking for the goal which would seal this game as Alex Neil proposed.
Nice dessert is Omen Drizzle.
Down below us. Ahmed Hodzic. Baldock. Ahmed Hodzic. Sanderberger.
Oh, come on, United score a third, please.
And the times that they worked on opening up, just coming down this right-hand side. At times, Sanderberger's picked it up in that identical position.
What a shit throwing that one.
It's pretty much Berger, Ahmed Hodzic and Baldock. That triangle of trouble. Couple of changes imminent here from Sunderland. Jeff Diamond about to come on as Danny Bart sends that back to Patterson, who just had to readjust. Actually, Elise also coming on for Alex Neil's team shortly. Centre back who they signed from West Ham.
Come on, do not be a twat. And win.
Off the head of John Egan. suffered one league defeat since taking over at Sunderland back in February. That was against MK Dons. Unless things change here, he will be tasting defeats for the first time in the league this season.
Well, they did say this would be a stainless test this season so far, and it's made it even more difficult going down to 10 men, but they've kept going, they've kept probing and trying to get a bit of possession where they can be forced high up the pitch.
Oh, come on.
Which I felt they looked dangerous at times, but on the counter-attack and the turnover in play, Sheffield United so good at doing so.
And Sheffield United closing in on another home victory. They have been so good here on home territory this calendar year.
Builders.
And I think it's got to stay a fortress, it really has. I feel home form is so important this season.
Kadra on the move again. Sander Berger. Ollie Norwood.
Oh!
Passing them across to it.
Oh, I thought it was 3-1.
They just team him up nicely, and it's a lovely strike. It really is. It's a nice height for Patterson. He's still got to make the save. It's got a little bit of that slice in it, but really good, strong arm away from goal.
No.
Busy again here. John Fleck on corner kick duty for Sheffield United.
No, it's just... God, oh, you twonk!
Loops onto the roof of his net. Ollie Norwood trotting across to take this. And Holtic, who started the scoring tonight from a corner, is at the front of the queue again. Certainly was trying to keep a watch on him in the first half. Move the corner short this time. They change the angle. There's Sander Berger.
Shoot!
Now low.
That's the ball.
Norrington Davis.
How are you going to mess that up?
Stewart with the telling touch.
Just look at how many bodies Sheffield United do throw forward. Yes, because they've got that extra man, but if they could have just got a hold of that, Sunderland, the counter-attack is definitely evidently on.
Well, we saw Bailey Wright receiving treatment a few moments ago. Oh, sorry, Danny Bard, should say, receiving treatment. He is off. And on as a straight swap is actually at least a 21-year-old signed from West Ham in the summer. A few West Ham fans surprised that the Hammers let him go. And Jack Clark leaves the scene to be replaced by Jack Diamond. Striker who has come through the academy at Sunderland, has spent the last 3 years on loan in Harrogate. There's McBurney.
That's a ball.
Baldock. Sander Berger. Swung in by Norwood. McBurney leaves it. Norrington Davis. Max Lowe calling for the ball, and he picks up possession, being watched by Lyndon Gooch. Norwood. And he's looking to dictate things, Ollie Norwood. Kadra. Norrington Davis.
Ah, shit, ball in the box.
Waiting for it, but Bailey Wright was up in front of him. Fans still making themselves heard away to our left-hand side. They'll be encouraged by their team's performance tonight. They haven't wilted despite going down to 10 men in the first half after the red card to Dan Neil. If anything, there was a surge of real power.
Yeah, Dan Neil got sent off for Sunderland.
could change the flow of the game for a while.
I'm pretty sure that the travelling fans will be over the moon with what they've seen this evening from Sunderland. Particularly the 10 men. This is the challenge here.
Disgraceful! Should be booked for that, you horrible bastard!
He's reporting as he goes to approach.
You missed the ball completely and you cast the player. That's really, oh God, you rat!
Lee, who has won your Anel Akmanhodzic Player of the Match award?
You took the words out of my mouth there, Gary. I'm glad you did, because it is a mouthful to say, but Akmanhodzic has been absolutely brilliant. He really has. I've got to say, the goal, amongst the assists, and he's just been relentlessly up and down the pitch.
Come on.
The grass that he hasn't covered. So player of the match from me is that man, and well deserved.
Well done, ref.
Took the hit there. Was relegated from the French top tier with Bordeaux last season, Anel Akmanhodzic, and was in combat here with Stewart.
And that is another disgraceful charge. Sunderland, stop being dirty. You absolute bunch of dirty players.
Paul Heckenbottom has been
3 challenges are done in this game and they've been very naughty.
have been playing already so far this season. As we said earlier, he feels there's more to come, but he enjoys watching his players play right now, which is always a good sign for a manager, a head coach. Sander Berger tonight we've seen heavily involved again, as has this man, Akmanhodzic. We've opened up the space here for Lowe.
Go on.
Lowe.
Go on.
Brave goalkeeping from Patterson.
Really brave goalkeeping from Paddy Patterson. Brilliant. Just to really dictate that 6-yard area, because Ryan McBurney was on the vicinity. He's not shy of a challenge, is he? Some great delivery in the box from Maxlow at pace.
Well, hearing there could be a hefty chunk of additional time on the way here. Potentially 7 minutes. Still time for Sunderland to rescue this.
They're throwing bodies forward, aren't they? That's why Luca Knight's telling his goalkeeper, come and take this.
7? Where have you got 7 minutes from?
Bodies in the box and as far forward as possible.
Well, a contrast of reactions around the ground. 09 with the header. At least getting involved, but it's a free kick to Sheffield United.
I don't know where the referee's got 7 from.
He's a manager who's really impressed his players since he came in with his tactical game plans, which he does switch from one game to another to try and nullify the opposition and find where the space on the pitch will be. He had a big call to make in the first half after that red card suffered. Or picked up, I should say, by Dan Neil.
He did it quite easily. He could have gone completely the other way, couldn't it? And I know that Sheffield United have been in. And they've shown that they're capable of really putting teams to bed. I've been impressed with Sunderland, I've got to admit. I would have loved to have seen this game with 11 players on the pitch each side. I think we would have had a real great affair, which we have anyway.
Diamond's ball in. It's gone behind. It will
That is not a corner, ref.
in front of those travelling Sunderland fans.
Luke online just urging the fans on. This is the Championship. They had a taste of it the weekend. Is it possible?
Plenty going on inside the box. Bailey Rice trying to hide behind Luke 09. In it goes.
Way!
And he takes the pressure off his team.
It's great when you've got a goalkeeper who's confident, advanced, comes and dictates anything in the box, which Fotheringham does so well.
Ollie McBurney Trying to step away from a lead.
Oh!
Patterson gets down to turn it behind.
What a save. Patterson. I'll tell you what, McBurney does brilliant. He has to readjust his feet here. Watch. Little back up and then just get half a yard. It's a snapshot. And I'll tell you what, that was a brilliant, brilliant save. Because at the near post, I feel that most goalkeepers would have been beaten. Patterson is alert and a big hand.
Ollie McBurney thought that was his big moment. It might come now. He's waiting inside the box.
Yeah! Go on! Shoot! Oh, you split Sunderland gits!
Kill the game off because of that man, Anthony Patterson.
He's been excellent. He's had to really again adjust and make a
You
lot of
stupid
big
blue
saves
Sunderland gits, because they're wearing a sky blue
here.
away shirt.
It's bouncing around everywhere, trying to re-engage, reignite the attack.
Go on! That's a ball! Header! Go on! Yes! Oh, Patterson, stop doing that! Have that, you Sunderland git! Have that! Have that!
To the Sunderland goalkeeper.
And now he's laughing it off. Well done! Well done, McBurney! McBurney just decided that
It's a good yellow card because
they can't stand Sunderland because they all think they're better than everyone else.
advanced.
If you're better than everyone else, you'll be in the Premier League.
There's Lowe, whose goal may well be the winner. Cadra.
Oh, that's a foul! Disgusting! Disgusting! Sunderland, you've been disgraced to football with all your challenges tonight. Disgrace!
For the Sunderland substitute.
It's a brilliant first touch from
Dr. Pepper.
He's just looking for a little bit of support. It's a real clumsy challenge.
No, it's a limited edition.
Warrington Davis looking to release Max Lowe.
Oh, unlucky.
Patterson will gather. 2.5 minutes to play. Stewart looking at this. Faced by Ahmed Hodzic. He's got Diamond in support.
Come on, defend.
Actually, Elise has stepped forward. There's Diamond again. Gooch. Gooch is brought in, is comfortably swept away by Ahmed Hodzic. Gooch arriving again. That time it was dealt with by Egan.
Oh.
And we said before the game, this tonight, these two big hitters going at each other is the championship at its best.
Way!
And in the final few minutes of additional time, this game, despite Sunderland being down to 10, is still not done.
Definitely not. You said it. And
Wow, it says here that Chelsea have been training in torrential rain.
I'll tell you what, I've been impressed on both sides of the fence.
But that shows if Chelsea can go and train on a pitch in torrential downpours, why couldn't some or not even play a game on there? And it's absolutely sodding the grass. How on earth can two teams not play an actual game of football on their own pitch? At Chippenham, we can actually say they did the right thing because they called it off 6 hours
McBurney,
before kick-off.
Matete.
And they're the only ones that deserve any praise because they did it at the right time so the other team didn't have to travel. Come on.
We've seen some fantastic goals. We've seen resilience, real character. And we've still got 40 seconds to play.
Havertz looks like he's a drowned rat.
There's Cadra.
Come on, keep. That's a foul. Well done, ref.
And that may just do it now for the home team. As the yellow card is shown to Bailey Wright.
Yeah, it's a cheap foul, I feel, to give away. Just look down on the bench and Alex Neil, he knows it's just a cheap one to give away. That was really isolated. He's got no one in front of him.
that. Only his second league defeat, Alex Neil, but there will be plenty he will take from this tonight. But it looks like it will be Sheffield United's night. The home fans giving the referee a nudge.
Come on, ref.
The Sunderland fans
Ref, blow the whistle.
for a little bit longer.
Yes, have that Sunderland shite.
Promotion business. They look to make an early statement of intent. Anel Akmahodzic has written his
Full time, Sheffield United 2, Sunderland 1. Like, subscribe, the notification, go to post.
but Sheffield United
And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the qualifier in the Europa League between Hearts and FC Zurich. Let's get into Europa League, baby!